what kind of problems did that tradition solve? All dance traditions have actually solved some other, even you can say, philosophical problem. A dance tradition is the one which has solved certain philosophical issues and have constitutive conditions or constitutive aspect of the dance which involves all life. Dance is not like a decorative movements. It is engaged with something very fundamental to life. We're going to show this. So there is this dance drama is about a tradition called Gotipua. Gotipua, etc., which is boys only dance. And we had many such traditions. There were reasons. Why is it that Kuchipudi was not done by women, by men? Not because for sociological reasons like the woman should not dance. Not because the woman who dancing. And it's not, but there is some very deep fundamental reason for it. It's experiments being done on dance, and Indian tradition is fortunately so rich that many experiments were done on dance, each of them different from other. Today we see them as folk dance or something, like Gotipua Singh as a folk dance. So this is about fundamental foundation or origination of Gotipua, and so this is brief. Origin of Gotipua. It's about a birth of Gotipua done by Gotipua in the Gotipua tradition. It's just like that drama of a drama in Natya Shastra. There is also a dance of a dance. Kind of. So you have to stop whenever I say. Some songs. Boys only dance, and we can continue. So it's a 16th Natya. How was Gotipua born? This dance form is born. Because if you look at this dance form, the way it is born, it gives all the elements of this dance, all the karnas of this dance, etc., and speciality of this dance. It gives fundamentals of this dance. So, this is a location called Navjyoti in Bengal. And I will add it. So, they're playing, children are playing games and sort of studying in Pathshala. Institutions are there for learning, small children. And when they play, playfulness is there among children. And this playfulness also leads to spardha. Spardha is certain conflicts among children. Leads to, all playfulness leads to conflict sometimes. But these, sorry, we can go back. We can stop here. So among them, two boys sort of stand out. They're friends. They play each other and fight with each other, etc. And this is one of the seeds which will remain throughout this link between conflicts and play. And they're fighting with each other, and also they're good friends. They forget about this fighting the next moment. And and they pretend somebody is throwing a stone up, stop. And this fruit falls down. And if you eat the fruit, it's very bitter. But he behaves no, it's very good because he has known that it has fallen. So this kind of swan, this kind of things keep going on there, and they also don't want to give each other things, but then they also want to save for somebody else. They would rather give it to his mother or somebody, save that fruit rather than eat it there. So all kind of complexities are there in that. But then they decide to go for higher studies. These two boys, and higher studies in logic. There is a place in Mithila, Tavva, Mithila, they go. So this is going to higher studies next year. He is calling for a board and this upstream they have to give around, or now give 600 kilometers, 500 kilometers. So he's caught a fish in between, playing a fish, throwing back the fish into water, waiting for the boat to come. The boat has come, so they sort of get onto board, but the playfulness still remains among them. And there are these two boys, two friends. They are going for studies to Mithila, and now they have reached Mithila, and they start learning in Navjyoti in Sparkton. It's another institution. There was an institution of Pathshala for kids in Navjyoti, where they would do memorizing, part, etc. Now there's a toll. Toll is where Navjyoti is being taught. So there is these two boys. One of them is a little naughty boy, but is very serious and studious. So this naughty boy is sort of is also very good, but nonetheless naughty. Other person is very studious, very serious, and he learns Nyaya, etc., and participates in debates and such things. Like this is serious student, and now they have finished their study. Like this Guru Seva is not in. So things like that, there are clips of such things happen. And yeah. Now, what happened? Yeah, so they have sort of learned. They are graduating out of this school. This was a crucial scene because drama actually starts from there. When they are graduating, what had happened was that this person who is a little naughty, two friends, he is able to finish a treatise on Navjyoti while graduating, whereas a serious student who used to tell him everything, all the problems all that he needed, he couldn't produce any book. So this naughty guy got all the acclaim, and the other person sort of did. That he did well. So this is yeah, just this is a serious student. No, I mean you have to go back. This is not yet. Before that. This is okay. He is offering his treatise to his teacher and is teasing the other guy, you also offer something, whatever you have. So the other guy didn't have anything. And so now they are graduated. Teacher is happy that he has done a book. Okay, now you can go, you graduated now. So now these two boys are happy and they are going back to Navjyoti, where they belong. It's calling board, but in the board, this naughty boy is very happy that he has chance to go back to his home. The serious boy is very unhappy. And what is the matter? He asked him, and so the serious one said that, look, I did all the studies. I used to explain you, you were all the time not serious. And you did a book, I couldn't do a book. This is unjust. Something like that. To which this naughty man said, okay, he takes a book and does research on that in the law. That I am nobody. And then when he gets up, he is dancing. He has some lie and things like that. He stopped there. One more sentence. That when the naughty boy says, look, you did the actual studies of Navjyoti, but the fruits will come later in life. For me, it was immediate. I just put some things together and made this book and immediately did something. For you, the fruits will bear. You are the real scholar of Navjyoti. Whereas I am not. You know this, I know this. So this is useless. And he does research on that in Ganga. Once he throws that book in Ganga, and then he rises up dancing. And that is when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is born and Raghunath Shiromani is born. Raghunath Shiromani is a logician of Navjyoti, very famous, very big logician. Is born. The other boy becomes Raghunath Shiromani, and here this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is born. He rises up there, dancing from there, and yeah. So he gets up from the boat and then goes towards, what's happening? Stop. He goes to Kashi. Upstream on the stream goes to Kashi Ghat, etc. And he's already has certain lusts in him and is moving towards Kashi. And there's a myth form in him already. But then Shiva Tattva gets introduced into him. Yeah. let's stop there. So, what is this shift up to? All kind of postures get introduced in this dance. These postures are like the elements of Tandava get introduced in this dance. So he's already risen up in some light. With this Kashi Tattva also gets into that. And then he goes to Vrindavan from there. Yeah, thanks. So let's stop this here. When he goes to Vrindavan, certain Krishna Tattva is getting introduced into him, and Bhakti gets introduced into in the dance. And so much so that there is one condition which he becomes very serious to whatever Chaitanya is, residue of original persona called Chaitanya, he wants to totally leave that. And in Bhakti, one of the elements of Bhakti is to give yourself up completely for some cause, and you leave your. So this is called when you do something like Dandavat Pranam, lie down on the ground. That's a minimal. You reach a state of minimal ego. Since you give up yourself when you do that. So he moved from Vrindavan, after getting his Bhakti Tattva into his thing. By Bhakti Tattva is that he gets into a certain amount of abhinay from Shiv Tattva. He picks up from in Vrindavan, picks up certain abhinay in it, but then wants to give up his ego completely. So he would lie down, get up, and again lie down, get up. He did that from Vrindavan to Puri. That's how Dandavat, and this Danda, Visarjan is done in Puri. He notices he is ready for Jagannath Darshan. He's Puri, a village near that. Chandanpur, that's this boy's village. Chandanpur. And that's the lake there. He sort of, that by now he is totally simplified. He has nothing left of himself. And he is ready to do Jagannath Darshan. But when he goes to Jagannath, he is disappointed because that reform of Jagannath is shrunk. Jagannath has become very small. Like today, if you go to Puri temple, Jagannath is like placed in that small gufa kind of thing, small house, very small there. And these visitors have bigger presence. I mean, their speciality is much bigger than Jagannath is there. So he expected Virat Jagannath after doing this Dandavat, and he found that it is shrunk very bad. Yeah. are Maharis, they are women who are making Jagannatha, who are putting him to sleep and for a company and with Jagannath. And this is Mahari dancing. And there is some kind of Shangar, a little bit of Vatsalya, etc. But Jagannath is too constricted by his Mahari dancing. It's become very small. Life is very small for Jagannath. And there isn't any Shivtattva in Mahari dancing. Shivtattva is not there. And yeah, this. Seeing this plight of, as a very constricted plight of Jagannath, he decides to do away with that. He decides to join an institution of Akhada. Akhada is where they learn to gymnasium kind of institution. He joins for 14 years. He joins this Akhada, and to undo what Maharis were doing to Jagannath, and to undo that, to understand what can be done so that Virat group of Jagannath comes back again. So that even 30 kilometers away from Jagannath, one could feel presence of Jagannath. Yeah, he joins the from these things, he picks up certain karmas, which will become 24 karmas. He picks up from that movement in Akhada. So, yeah.
चाहिए वो हम लोग ने कुछ सीखते ध्यान दिए छोटी को सृष्टि हो गए और शुरू करते हैं मुंडा चलने
शिवतत्व पे ध्यान दिया उसमें, इससे ही शिवतत्व आ गया उसके अंदर फ्रॉम दिस अखाड़ा। नाउ गोटिपुआ सृष्टि हो गया, अभी जाके दिखाते हैं सर जगन्नाथ को। तो क्या ऐसा वेरी करना है। In Jagannath Vishnu, Shiv Tattva is lacking. That was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's introduced Shiv Tattva in this dance from his 14 years of tapasya and akhadas, etc. And Gotipua dance. Kids do it. These days, Gotipua dance is called as folk dance. And I mean, we shot that 2 months back in Delhi because 11 kids and 3 teachers, and they were called for a 3-minute performance before International Road Technology Convention, to be inaugurated by Prime Minister of India. And where 10 groups were invited for half an hour. I think 3 minutes were given to Gotipua, 3 minutes to Bhangra, 3 minutes to groups of the 10 groups from across the country, and they were videographed and grouped them. This is of what is left, and what they did was, they usually do, people who see YouTube or Gotipua performance, these are kids, 7, 12-year-old kids, and they make formations, like gymnastic formations. And they are all dressed like women, rather than understand why they are dressed like women, and why are they doing all this gymnastics there. That is a dance form called a folk dance form, Gotipua, which has come. There is another dance form, but the training of these people is very rigorous. They undergo 14 years of training. And early morning in Brahma, they put in neck down in water and make to sing. In Gotipua, singing, dancing is done simultaneously by the same person. No other. So they have very rigorous training. Kelu Babu went through this training. And also because they dress up like women, and I mean he's doing like this, but in modern time he would have dressed up like a woman and done a stage performance kind of thing. Out of which certain song of women, which is learned by they are young. This is performed, even Kelu Babu had that. And some elements were taken from that.